morning, everybody. Welcome to the Selects Academy at South Kent School 15 National Ice Hockey on YouTube. I'm Wells Aiken. This morning, the Academy taking on the South Florida Hockey Academy live from the stock. Academy coming off an impressive 11-0 win yesterday over the Hamden Youth Hockey Dragons. They'll take on that squad later on this afternoon right here at the Stock in a Sunday doubleheader from South Kent, Connecticut. Lots of players getting on the scoreboard yesterday. Ryan Miknich, Nick DeSantis, Jack Williams, Victor Chinekanair among the goal scorers for the Academy. They, of course, playing the South Florida Hockey Academy, a new program started up by a couple of former professionals from Finland, Thomas Vokun and Olli Jokinen. They both are coaches on this team, and this is a U16 team. They played the Academy U16 team in a pair of games over the last couple of days, losing 5-0 and 11-0. Let's take a look at the two teams' rosters for the Academy. Tommy Aiken will get the start in net today after having the last two games off. Bennett Jung with a 1-goal against performance and a 4-1 win over the elite hockey program at Cheshire. And the shutout yesterday against Hamden. Aiken coming off a 6-2 win over Mid-Fairfield in the opening game of the season. He'll get his first action in a week. We expect the forward lines to be the same. Victor Chinekanair centering Ryan Miknich and Jack Williams. Nick DeSantis centering Colin Anna and Will Rinaldi. Rumor has it out there that DeSantis has been visiting several schools, apparently has been offered by Quinnipiac, according to U.S. Hockey Report, and is still speaking with several other schools, so a commitment there seems imminent. Two other commits on the team, Chinekanair from Quinnipiac and Williams, of course, from Northeastern. Jake Stapert will center Justin Gordon and Jack Gorton. As always, listen for that hard consonant, that T or D, Gorton or Gordon, as they are now playing on a line together. And Felix Gavers, the speedy Felix Gavers, centering Jaden Boreanaz and Tyler Silverstein. On defense, DeRoshan Varga, Cook and Jurasevich, Steele, and Erishman. We're going to need some time here to go over this South Florida Hockey Academy roster. It is chock full of players, 15 forwards, 8 defensemen, 3 goalies. Obviously, we expect some scratches today, although at airtime we did not have those scratches. Goaltenders Nathan Shield from New Albany, Indiana, Thomas Horak from Zlin, Czechoslovakia, and Devin Selleck from Boca Raton, Florida. If you combine those last two goalies, we might have Magnum PI Thomas Selleck. Dating myself there. Forwards, Torin Hatton-Harris from Boca Raton, Tadeusz Drimmel from Zlin, sorry. Wow, I'm back in the 80s here. I said Czechoslovakia earlier. I meant the Czech Republic, excuse me. Ethan Lim from Miami, Florida. Tommy Eriksson from Tuzla, Finland. Michael Klimo from Prague. Jan Lasik from Slovakia. Sami Jokinen from Helsinki, Finland. Artem Schlein from Moscow. Artem Testaz from Geneva, Switzerland. Juho Järvenpää from Helsinki, Finland. Cameron Bright from Inglewood, Colorado. Jacob Shapiro from Exeter, New Hampshire. Gavin Glover from New Jersey, New Jersey. I'm from New Jersey, and there's no town called New Jersey, New Jersey, but apparently they don't have his home city. Tyler Rivera, number 26 from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And rounding out the forwards, Nick Amaya from Miami, Florida. People in New England might be familiar with Amaya, as they will have seen him play many years with the O2 Junior Bruins. On defense, Mika Maniko, number 2 from Wadzi, Finland. Lee Harkamo from Helsinki, Finland. Riley Rosenthal from Boca Raton. Number 16, Seth Manning. Number 19, Ayulanu Yiani. Number 22, Zach List. Number 24, Preston Brighton. And number 28, Florian Lubas. Florian Lubas from Munich, Germany. A little over 3 minutes left to go in warm-ups here as these two teams get to play from South Kent, Connecticut. Sorry, we had to cut away from warm-ups for just a minute to improve the quality of the stream. Still set on a lower bit rate from yesterday's stream for you techies out there. Going to get a little higher quality feed here from the stock here in South Kent this morning. Take a look now at the South Florida Hockey Academy again. They'll be ready to go this morning. Haven't scored a goal yet here at South Kent, losing 5-0 and 11-0 to the U16s. You bet they'll come loaded for bear this morning. Looking to get a quick jump on this 15s club for SFHA Academy. Jack Williams skating just fine after taking a vicious butt end yesterday that was not detected by the referees. We caught it on our GoPro cameras, and you'll be able to check that out later in the week on our YouTube site. Williams went down hard on that one and did return to the game and looks to be okay this morning. Probably a few bruises on a Sunday morning. Final minute of warm-ups as Aiken takes a few final shots. Looks ready to go. Coach Matt Plant in the building. Checking out some U15 action. The 18s, of course, winning their game against Chicago Mission yesterday. I believe by a score of 5-1. And that'll do it for our pregame as we get set to drop the puck here from the Admiral James and Sybil Stockdale Arena in South Kent, Connecticut. Coach Scott Gainey getting the troops ready. Kelly Capobianco is the trainer on the bench today, along with assistant coach John O'Connor. Any parrots out there that get tired of listening to me or dead air, we are taking names for potential commentators to work alongside me. Anyone interested should shoot me an email as we get set to go here. Nobody likes hearing me for 2 hours straight less than me. And we are set to go here as Will Rinaldi steps in on the draw. And this referee is not ready to drop the puck, apparently. And Rinaldi gets chased before we even get going, and DeSantis will step in on the draw. DeSantis wins it back to Rinaldi. Rinaldi coming down the right wing side. Rinaldi bodied off there as the teams battle along the wall. Comes back to DeRoche at the point. DeRoche fires. That goes wide. Puck comes back to the point to Varga. Varga has trouble handling it, but just keeps it in the zone. Shot on goal. That's just wide. As the 15s come out buzzing here, full of all kinds of energy. This is Rinaldi now. Rinaldi shoots and scores! Will Rinaldi fires top shelf. And the Academy off to a quick 1-0 start just 26 seconds into this hockey game, and as we said, they came out with a lot of energy. Rinaldi getting chased from that face-off circle, and he was ready to go, even if the ref wasn't. And the Academy goes on top 1-0 very, very quickly here, setting the tone for this one early. Let's see if they can keep that momentum up. Off the draw now. Back comes the Academy. Here come the 15s. Back to Jurasevich at the point. Jurasevich will fire. That goes off a body in front and handled there by the South Florida netminder. That is Devin Selleck. Devin Selleck for South Florida. Face off to his left as Jake Stapert steps in. Stapert out there with Gordon and Gordon, Jurasevich and Cook on the points. Back now for Jurasevich. He'll shoot. Had a screen momentarily, but the defenseman got out of the way just in time for Selleck to see that. He deflects it up into the netting. We'll get a stoppage. 16-13 left to go here in period number 1, and the Academy buzzing. Stapert stepping in on the draw. And South Florida will control. And this is Gordon. Back to Jurasevich. Up the right wing side, and Gordon is in first on the rush. Gordon back to the point now. That pass is picked off by Testaz. That's handled now by Harkemo. Harkemo going down the right wing side. And now Gordon will come out for the Academy. Gordon will gain the red line. He'll dump it deep, and that line will change as Selleck handles there and leaves for his D behind the net. South Florida coming out of the zone. Jack Williams out on the ice, out there with Chinekanair and Miknich. Steele and Arisman on defense. Steele now with the puck. Steele sends it up the left wing side for Miknich. Miknich back to Steele. Steele over for Arisman as they look to get a pass out of their zone. And the Academy turns it over at the blue line. But no matter, Steele will regroup and dump back in. Academy having trouble getting the zone line here. But Miknich will dump it in now, and Williams will chase hard as Selleck leaves it for his D-man, Preston Brighton. This is Brighton now coming up the right wing side. In front. Wraparound attempt, and Aiken stuffs him there. We'll get a whistle as the net comes off. 14:43 left to go here in period number 1 from the Admiral James in Sybil Stockdale Arena at South Kent School in beautiful South Kent, Connecticut. Nikamaya out there on left wing for South Florida as Sammy Jokinen will step in with Artem Schlane on his right wing side. That shot goes wide to the right of Aiken. South Florida Academy getting some traction here. Momentarily they'll come out of the zone now, and this is Manico. Manico for South Florida with the outlet pass. Now this is Jokinen. Jokinen will dump it in. That'll go to the left of Aiken. And Charlie DeRoche there to retrieve for the Academy. Kept in by Schlane. Schlane dumps it down for Jokinen. Jokinen looks for a pass out front, the shot attempt that goes wide, hard off the glass and all the way around where Manico will retrieve. He's pressured there as DeSantis out on the ice now. DeSantis, Colin Anna, and Will Rinaldi now just coming off the bench as Selleck feeds it for Harkemo. Sorry, check that, Manico. South Florida Academy forward dumped in front, and we're going to get a tripping penalty here as Colin Anna is going to go for the trip. And the Academy will be shorthanded for the first time today. With 13:43 left to go here in period number 1. And the faceoff coming just outside the South Florida zone. Off the draw, Austin Cook controlling for the Academy. He'll dump it deep, and DeSantis will go in on the forecheck as the South Florida Hockey Academy looks to set up. This is Michael Klimo coming out of the zone. Klimo up the right wing side. Klimo will gain the zone line, goes right around Frank Durasevich, centering pass. Austin Cook is there as South Florida controls in front of the Academy net. And a nice play there by DeSantis, is able to chip it out of the zone as Lassick will control there for the South Florida Hockey Academy. The Academy coming in a shot, and Aiken will glove that easily and hang on for the stoppage as we'll get a face-off to his left. 1:20 left to go on the penalty. 13:03 left to go here in period number 1. So the Academy getting off to a quick start with a goal just 26 seconds in by Will Rinaldi. But some of that momentum stemmed here by a penalty to Colin Anna. We'll see if the Academy can kill this off and pick up where they left off as the face-off comes to Aiken's right. And Justin Gordon wins that face-off for the Academy. They'll send it around and up and out of the zone. Justin Gordon, first one in on the forecheck to chase. Gordon using that speed of his. He collides with goaltender Devin Selleck. Referee eyeing that carefully, but no call. And this is Schlane now. Schlane controlling along the half wall. Schlane sends it deep into the corner. That is Jokinen. Jokinen behind the net. Jokinen will dish it back to the point, and Gordon disrupts that pass just enough to clear the zone, and he will dump it all the way down with 40 seconds remaining on the penalty to Anna. South Florida will regroup and come out of their own zone. Up the near side, and this is Trinecadaire. Trinecadaire coming in with Williams, shorthanded. Trinecadaire shoots, glove saved by Selleck, and he'll hang on. And the Academy with a shorthanded bid with 27 seconds remaining on the penalty to Anna. And 12:09 left here in period number 1. Face off to the left of Selleck. And the Academy will control as Williams will battle there. Williams comes away with the puck, comes back to the point now, a shot in, and that's blocked out front by a South Florida defenseman. And back the other way comes South Florida. The errant pass will go for icing. And with just 10 seconds left on the penalty to number 10, we'll get a face-off back in the South Florida zone to the right of netminder Devin Selleck. Durasevich out there with Trinecadaire, Williams, and Cook for the final 10 of the penalty kill. Off the draw, Trinecadaire looking for Williams in front. That's just out of his reach. Not able to find the handle. A couple shorthanded bids for this tandem as the penalty expires to Anna and the Academy returns to full strength. Up the left, right wing side now, that's Leo Harkemo. He will dump it in and Aiken will leave for his defense. Durasevich chipping it up the wall. And that's out of the reach of the left winger Ryan Miknich. Miknich now chipping it off the wall for Trinecadaire. Trinecadaire finds Williams. Williams in a rush, Cook is on his right. Austin Cook in, centering pass, possibly a shot, both were blocked. And the Academy will control in the corner momentarily before South Florida picks up, and that pass is out of the zone. Looking for Michael Klimo there as DeRoche will beat him to the puck in the corner. Klimo looking to center. Heads up play there by Trinecadaire. Might have been DeRoche, couldn't tell if that was 3 or 9 from where I sit. Back to the point now, that shot is fired high and wide of Aiken. And the 15s coming down the right wing side. Trinecadaire's shot is blocked, comes back to the point now. Another shot is blocked, and still a third shot goes high and wide of the net. Williams cross-check there, no call. A little bit of a hit from behind, a little bit of a cross-check, but no call there as the boys play on. South Florida tries to chip it out, but Varga will keep it there for the Academy. It will come to center now where Gavers, seeing his first action of the game, will dump it deep. Gavers out there, and Tyler Silverstein now in on the forecheck as South Florida attempts to come out of their zone. Oh, and a punishing hit there on the left wing side by Frank Jurasevich. Got to keep your head up coming through that middle. And Frank Jurasevich is on the ice. And back the other way comes Gavers. Gavers racing for a loose puck, but he's beaten there by the South Florida defenseman. And this is Jokinen coming back the other way. He'll curl and make a headman pass too far, and that'll go for an icing. 9:49 left to go here in period number 1, and the Academy on top, 1-0. On a goal by the Linfield, Mass native Will Rinaldi, just 26 seconds into this hockey game. DeSantis on the draw, sends it over for Rinaldi. Rinaldi for DeSantis. Shot in, off a skate, rebound, and Sullick was down and out. And I don't know if Rinaldi saw how much net he had to the left, potentially screened there. The shooting lane might have been blocked, but from up here it looked like Sullick was down and out to his left side of the net, and Rinaldi had his whole left side of the net, Sullick's right, open, but Sullick makes the save and on replay. South Florida there now. We'll chip it out of the zone. That is Cook for the Academy. Cook pressured hard there by a South Florida forechecker. And back the other way comes DeSantis. DeSantis feeds it up for Anna. Anna not able to get to that loose puck. And Rinaldi will pressure now with Anna as the puck comes around for Testas. Testas battling there with Rinaldi. And DeSantis helping out with Anna along the left wing side. Puck will come back to the point. Jurasevich jumps up and keeps it in, but loses his footing. And Rinaldi alertly gets back on D as South Florida will come back the other way. Good heads-up play there by Rinaldi, who recognized that Jurasevich was pinching, and Jurasevich made a nice play to keep the puck in, but lost his footing, and Rinaldi covered. Back the other way comes the Academy. This is DeSantis now. DeSantis curling behind the net. DeSantis losing the handle on the puck as Justin Gordon will chip it back now for Arisman. Arisman with a shot, and Sullick steers that aside as Harkemo will send that up for Testas. And Arisman will chase. Arisman chips it around for Steele. One thing that has been consistent thus far in these first 4 games has been the D pairings. Cook always out there with Varg. Check that. Cook always out there with Jurasevich. Varg always out there with DeRoche. And Arisman usually out there with Steele. Obviously, power plays, penalty kill, special teams. Sometimes that gets changed up, but the D pairings have been strong and steady. South Florida now controlling in the Academy zone. And Stapert will come out now. Stapert sending it up out of the reach of Gordon. And South Florida is just content to chip it out of the zone as the 15s have been flying here in the first period. And we're going to get a whistle, and it looks like a penalty on South Florida as the Academy will get their first power play of the game. And that call is on number 6, Riley Rosenthal. He's going to get 2 minutes for slashing. And the face-off will be just outside the Academy zone as that penalty took place far behind the play. The Academy winning the draw. And this is Williams. Williams leaving it just out of the reach of Chinekadair, who's back at the right point. DeSantis also out there, and Cook. Cook bodied off in the corner. Cook. And now DeSantis. DeSantis will curl, and he'll deal far side. And near side. Now the Academy centering pass for Anna, and he got that in on goal, and it looked like Sullick got a left pad on that bid by Anna. Puck back to the point now to Cook. Cook, left point for DeSantis. Over to the right for Chinekadair. Back to Cook, he'll wind and fire. That goes off the backside of Williams, and now DeSantis will control on the near far side half wall. Austin Cook setting it over for Chinekadair. Chinekadair will curl. Chinekadair looking, he'll find Cook. Cook checking out his options, gives to DeSantis. DeSantis looking to find Chinekadair. Not able to connect, but Anna pressured there by Harkemo. And Harkemo falls on the puck, and we'll get a stoppage and a face-off to the left of Magnum PI Tom Selleck. No, Devin Selleck from the South Florida Hockey Academy. 6:29 left to go here in period number 1. 53 seconds on the penalty, and would have bet money the South Florida defenseman fell on that puck, but they're saying it was caused by a South Kent forward, and the faceoff comes outside the zone with 48 seconds left on the penalty to Riley Rosenthal. Shot by DeRoche goes wide. This is Durasevich now. Durasevich able to keep there. It'll come back now for Preston Brighton, and Brighton will send it all the way down past Durasevich. Aiken will field that and leave for DeRoche. 23 seconds left on the Academy power play. Nothing cooking so far here. A couple chances. One nice pad save by goaltender Devin Selleck. Durasevich keeps it in there. Very aggressive forecheck here for South Florida as that puck will come to the bottom of the circle on the right side. Gavers out there now with DeRoche. DeRoche will walk in. He looks to the weak side, finds Durasevich. Durasevich fires it high and hard off of Selleck. And that loose puck will come out in front, kept in there nicely by DeRoche. And that bouncing puck, no one able to come up with it, as Gavers now will dump it deep in the Academy. Will go for a line change. Free out here for South Florida, but the team's back to even strength. Both teams 0 for 1 on the power play, as Durasevich will reverse it for Justin Gordon. He feeds it for Jake Stapert. Stapert coming down the right wing side, and Stapert fires that, just missing top left corner. And South Florida will come back the other way. South Florida chipping it through the middle. Harrisman there for the Academy. Tyler Silverstein, Jake Stapert. Now South Florida. That is Yarvinpod, number 15 for South Florida. And this is Manico controlling for SFHA. Manico gains the red, and hounded, he will dump it into the zone where Harrisman will chase for the Academy behind Aiken, who has not faced a ton of action thus far in this game. Now Justin Gordon. Gordon looking for Stapert, but he's going to the bench on a line change. That will not go all the way down for icing with 4:17 left to go here in period number 1, and the Academy on top by a score of 1-0. South Florida coming out of their zone. And Rinaldi sending it back to the point for DeRoche. DeRoche sends it over for Varga. Varga's pass up is out of the reach of Colin Anna, and that'll go for an icing, as the play will come back to the left of Aiken with 4:01 remaining here in period number 1. Will Rinaldi, the goal scorer, just 26 seconds in, the lone tally in the game thus far. As Jan Lasik steps in on the draw for the Academy. They win the draw there. There's a shot, and Aiken with a save in front off the broken play. Shot was blocked up high, and we got a penalty here coming up. And it's going to be an elbow on South Florida forward number 7, Thaddeus Drimmel. So Drimmel will go for elbowing, and the Academy will go on their second power play of the game. Nothing cooking on that first one. We'll see what they can manufacture here in the final 3:53 of period number 1. Chernek and Air out there with Anna and Williams. DeSantis and Cook at the points. Coach Scott Gainey choosing to be very aggressive with his power play with 4 forwards. He's done that the whole season thus far. Williams now. Williams setting it up for Chernek and Air. Chernek and Air for Anna. Colin Anna back to the point now. This is Cook. Cook will send it in. That goes through a body to Williams. Williams fires. That might have gone off of Selleck and then off the post. Off of one or both or either. But it shoots out the other side, and South Florida able to clear as Cook now controls at center for the Academy. Cook dumps that deep far corner. Williams will chase, and DeSantis will keep in left point as South Florida tries to clear. DeSantis getting hooked. Sends it back for Cook. Cook walks in. Cook fires. That tip by Williams, but Selleck got a body on that. Puck will come back now for Cook. Cook leaves it for DeSantis. DeSantis walking in. He shoots. Selleck turns out aside, and Williams will control the rebound in the far corner. Anna now. Anna for Chernek and Air. Chernek and Air back for Cook. Cook at the top of the umbrella here. More of a diamond, really. 1-3-1 set up here on the power play for the Academy. And DeSantis walking right in down the middle. DeSantis shoots, tries to go 5-hole, but Selleck steers that aside. And Williams controlling now. Williams coming off the wall, feeds it back for DeSantis. DeSantis goes far side, looking to connect with Trunecanair. Back to the point now for Cook. Leaves for Trunecanair. Trunecanair low for Anna. Anna centers it. Puck in front. Loose puck. Academy banging away at it, but Selleck equal to the task. And he will hang on with 15 seconds left on the penalty to Thaddeus Drimmel for slashing, with 2:06 remaining here in period number 1, and the Academy on top 1-0. First of 2 today for the 15s. They'll take on Hamden this afternoon. The face-off coming with Gavers, Gordon, and Gordon out there. And Gordon dumped off the draw. DeRoche now. DeRoche shooting, and Selleck steers that aside. Puck comes off the back of the net, and the Academy will control there. That is Micknich. Check that. That was Micknich out there. Puck comes back to the point now. Shot goes in, and that's deflected up into the net, and we'll get a stoppage. So the Academy 0 for 2 on the power play. South Florida 0 for 1. Neither team able to connect thus far. And we'll see if Coach Scott Gainey reunites the lines with the teams both back at 5-on-5. And we'll have a little bit of a different line out here. Micknich centering Gordon and Gavers. Gavers moving to the right wing side here. And off the draw, Micknich. And Gavers. Gavers will dump it in. Will be controlled there by Preston Brighton. And the South Florida Academy, like I said, just hanging on here a little bit. It's been all Selects Academy thus far in this hockey game. And South Florida, much like Hamden yesterday, content just to chip it out. I dare say this is a much, much better squad than the Hamden team that the Academy faced yesterday, but the 15s are really buzzing today and firing on all cylinders. Just 1 goal so far, but they continue to pressure. Micknich coming in now, and Selleck has played well for South Florida. Gavers. Can't find the handle, and South Florida again will dump it all the way down. That will not go far enough for icing, as Steele will set up behind Aiken and leaves for Arisman. Arisman up the left wing side. That is Justin Gordon. Gordon out there with Stabert and Silverstein. So Coach Scott Gainey mixing up the lines a little bit here in the final minutes of period number 1. Arisman started to pinch, thought better of it, and now he gets caught, but we get a trip there as a result. And the Academy, with 27 seconds left here in period number 1. Tyler Silverstein. Will go off for tripping, and South Florida will get their second power play of the game. Last play face-off at center ice with 27 seconds remaining here in period number 1. Off the draw, Stapert. And Stapert and Justin Gordon out there on the penalty kill for the Academy. Gordon moving in. Gordon fires. And Selleck will stop that with his right shoulder. And the rebound loose in front. He'll cover up with 17 seconds remaining here in the period. Off the draw. Gordon chips it ahead. Controlled there by Manico. Manico sends it up and out. 10 seconds remaining in the period as South Florida will gain the zone. This is Jokin, and Jokin sends it back to the point. Shot by South Florida. 3 guys wide open in the slot. And a late shot saved by Aiken. Right pad save, another save. As Aiken, not seeing much action for most of the period, stands tall in the final seconds. And the Academy will take a 1-0 lead to the locker room. Early goal by Rinaldi. Late saves by Aiken. And the Academy looking to build on that as they head to the locker room and on to the second period. So we will take a quick timeout here on Selects Academy 15 Hockey on YouTube. And we will be back right after this. Test 1 2, test 1 2. Coming out of the locker room and returning to the ice as we get set to start the second period here from SFHA Academy at South Kent School. Teams will switch ends. Teams will switch ends, and Aiken will now be to our right, Selleck to our left. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Understand we may have been having some audio difficulties. Hopefully we have corrected that here as we start the second period. So a minute 33 left to go on the South Florida power play. As the Academy will send out Chernekanair, Rinaldi, Varga, and DeRoche for the first part of the kill. Silverstein still in the box for another minute 33. And South Florida will send out Jokinen, Schlein, and Klimo, with Manico and Rosenthal at the point as the Academy controls off the draw. And they will send it deep in as Devin Selleck will field there and leave for Manico. Manico wearing the captaincy for South Florida as he dishes for Schlein. And Schlein comes up the ice. Spelled like Patrick Laine, but with an SH in the middle. So I don't know if it's Schleine or Schlein, but we'll go with Schlein. We'll anglicize it a little bit. Schlein now. In the near side corner, back to the point for Manico. Manico over for Rosenthal. Rosenthal looking. Rosenthal will shoot. That is tipped. And Aiken got a glove on that and steers it wide as the puck is shot out of the reach of Rosenthal and all the way down with 50 seconds remaining on the penalty to Silverstein. So South Florida controlling there. Along the left wing side is Jokinen will chase there for South Florida. And now Rosenthal. South Florida moving in. South Florida with a pass across. A shot and a goal. Backdoor play there. Aiken got across, but they slid it just under his outreach stick. And South Florida ties it up here. With the penalty having expired You hear a few mock cheers from some of the South Florida scratches, as that is their first goal in the 3 games they've played here. And we are knotted up at 1, just a minute and a half into the second period. Back the other way comes a shot. Aiken will glove that and hang on. So we will see how this Academy team responds here. As off the draw, South Florida's obviously got a little momentum off that power play goal. I believe that goal coming with just a few seconds left on the penalty to Silverstein, as Gordon will chase there for the Academy. South Florida will dump it back in, and Aiken will set it up there for Jurasevich. Jurasevich now. And out of the zone comes the Academy. They'll dump it in on Selleck, and he'll hang on with 15 minutes even remaining here in period number 2. Test 1, 2, test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Off the draw. Off the draw, the Academy controlling. Erishman over for Steele. Steele sends it up, and that's intended for Anna, and he finally is able to control the puck as Rinaldi sends it across for Erisman. Erisman sends it in, blocked out front there by Harkemo. Erisman, good keep at the point. And Colin Anna tripped up there, and we're going to get a tripping call here, and the Academy. And ironically, the game clock did not start, as mine did not start, but we're going to get a tripping call here on South Florida Academy, and they will run that clock down to 14:48. And South Florida, number 4, that's Harkemo. He will take a 2-minute minor for tripping. And the Academy going on the power play now, as they send out Chernekanair, Williams, and Anna. Off the draw, Chernekanair wins it, comes back to the point. This is Cook. Cook winds, then thinks better of it, and passes over for Chernekanair. Chernekanair over to DeSantis, back to Cook. Cook over for DeSantis. DeSantis cruising around the top of the slot, looking for an option. DeSantis moving to the middle now, over for Chernekanair. Back to Cook. Cook will wind and fire. Scores! That may have been tipped by Williams, but either way, it's either Austin Cook or Jack Williams with the goal, and the Academy comes right back with a power play goal of their own. Cook with a blistering shot. Williams might have gotten the tip. Looks like he did, as he leads the line to the bench, and the Academy jumps back on top 2-1 with a power play goal. .24 left here to go in period number 2. So that goal coming at 2:37. Williams from Cook at Chernekanair. And Williams now bodied off on the glass right in front of you. And the Academy comes out of the zone. Nicknick trips for Chernekanair. The Academy now buzzing off the momentum of that play. Chernekanair cutting in front. He's tripped up, and no call. Perhaps lost an edge there, maybe not tripped up, but cutting hard to the front of the net, and he goes down hard into the right-hand post. Net comes off, and the face-off will come outside the zone with 13:59 left to go here in period number 1. Off the draw, Chernekanair will control for the Academy. Comes now for Varga, and he will dump it deep. DeRoche keeps it at the point. Chernekanair will chase near side corner. Chernekanair and Williams battling there. Chernekanair coming off the wall with the puck. Chernekanair Air moving in, he shoots, and Selleck looked behind him, but that went wide. Nice quality scoring chance there by Victor Air as the Academy continues to buzz, and South Florida will ice the puck. With 13:19 left to go here in period number 2. And the face-off coming to Selleck's right. Justin Gordon stepping in on the draw. He's centering Stapert and Gorton. South Florida dumps it back around. And that is Thaddeus Drimmel there. Drimmel. Nice keep there by Justin Gordon, and Stapert will chase. Stapert and Justin Gordon there. Gordon sending it out front for Gorton. Checked off there by Drimmel. Gordon and Drimmel battling, and looks like Jack Gordon's going to go for a hook. And so South Florida will get a power play opportunity here as Jack Gordon takes a 2-minute minor forward tripping. Let's check that hooking. So we'll see how the Academy responds here. And apparently these referees are wanting to earn their money. And he said 5-on-5, but he meant 5-on-4. That's going to be matching minors. We'll stay 5-on-4. And off the draw, South Florida will control. South Florida on the power play. Fans on the pass there, and Colin Anna alertly jumps all over that puck and dumps it back to center ice as Manico will chase for South Florida. Manico sends it to his D partner, that's Rosenthal. Rosenthal chips it up for Jokinen. Jokinen coming over the blue line, he'll spin, turn and look for Schlein. The Academy controlling off the turnover. And Anna coming in now off the rush, gets by Manico. Anna shoots, and a blocker save by Selleck as that will come back around far side now. And Jokinen beat to the puck by Rinaldi. And the Academy will dump that back in as Rosenthal retreats. And South Florida comes back up through center ice. This is Klimo, Michael Klimo looking for Schlein. Klimo and Schlein battling there along the far wall with DeSantis and DeRoche. DeRoche just powering through everybody, and he battles and chips that puck out. Good second effort by Charlie DeRoche as Rosenthal sends it up for Schlein. Schlein back for Rosenthal as South Florida has just 48 seconds remaining on this power play. And they are not able to get through center ice. South Kent taking everything away at the moment. DeSantis all over the puck, and he and another player collide there. They stand each other up strongly, but no call. Through the middle, this is South Florida. Puck comes in front. Back to the point now. South Florida controlling. Centering pass off a skate that hits the side of the net and goes behind. South Florida controlling now. Back to the point. This is Amaya. Amaya, the forward, playing point on the power play. Back to the point now. And a dangle there at a shot, and that's blocked out high up in front. Hit a South Florida player. South Florida controlling now as the penalty expires, and Jack Williams comes onto the ice as Gorton comes out of the box and goes to the bench. And Air will control for the Academy now as they come over the blue line. Nick DeSantis hard on the puck there, and South Florida will be forced to ice it, and we'll get a stoppage here. The Academy on top, 2-1, 10:31 left to go here in period number 2. Turns out one of my audio problems was actually a headphone volume problem. You'd think I'd be smart enough to turn up the volume on the headphones, but apparently not early on a Sunday morning. Off the draw, Stapert wins it back to Gordon. Gordon fires, and that shot goes wide of goal. Back to the point now, Steele with a shot, and Selleck gloves that, bobbled it momentarily, but smothers it and hangs on. 10:24 left to go here in period number 2. Academy with a power play goal. Williams tipping it off a shot from Cook. And off the draw, Gordon wins it back to Steele. Steele shoots it, and that shot is blocked wide, much to the delight of the South Florida Hockey Academy bench as they cheer on that block. Puck out in front now as Stapert not able to get a shot away, as his shot is stifled, and the South Florida Hockey Academy will kick it deep into the zone, and the Academy will control there now with Arisman feeding it up for Gordon. And now the Academy controlling at the point, but South Florida Hockey Academy coming through on the rush. Good stick there by Steele. And back the other way comes the speedy Justin Gordon. And that's going to be an icing. He's not fast enough to outrace that puck to the goal line. And we will get a stoppage and a face-off back to the right of goaltender Tommy Aiken. Check that to the left of goaltender Tommy Aiken. The southpaw from Winchester, Mass. Shot, and Aiken will smother that and hang on. Gavers gets chased from the draw. Silverstein will step in. Cook at the point sends around for Durasevich. Durasevich up the wall, comes in front. South Florida Hockey Academy with a shot there. And Cook tips it high and up over Aiken. Centering pass, Cook there again. And Cook, after two great defensive plays in front, joining the rush, heading to the net. Centering pass, and that's blocked to the corner by the South Florida Hockey Academy defenseman. Teams battling in the near side corner now. This is Gavers. Gavers and Silverstein there. Gavers. And now Miknich. Ryan Miknich controlling there. And the puck will go into the bench. We'll get a stoppage. 8:53 left to go here in the second period. The Academy on top 2-1. Goals by Rinaldi and Williams, although we're unsure of the official credit on that. Looked like Williams tipped it, but Cook, if not the goal, definitely got the primary assist with a blistering shot from the point. That puck will come back to DeRoche. He feeds it for Varga. Varga shoots, and Selleck will hang on. DeSantis off the draw. South Florida Hockey Academy will control. And out of the zone they come. Varga is there. Puck is chipped behind the net. South Florida controlling there. Puck comes back to the point. Shot for the point, that goes wide. Comes near side now. Teams battling in the near side corner as DeSantis will chip it up off a glove. Player plays it to himself, so no whistle. And the Academy controlling there is Anna. Will kick it out of the zone. DeSantis wheeling at center ice. Sends it far side for Gordon. Gordon dumps it over for Anna as Gordon takes a big hit but gets right up. And this is Thaddeus Drimmel now for South Florida Hockey Academy. Drimmel sends it up through center, but it's picked off there by Rinaldi. Rinaldi gives it back for DeRoche. DeRoche feeds over back for Rinaldi. Rinaldi with a chip. Rinaldi moving in. Rinaldi centers it for Chenekaner and or Miknich, and we're going to get a penalty here on South Florida Hockey Academy for interference, hold, or a hook in front. Somebody grabbed onto Chenekaner as he was heading down the slot, and that is the call, a hold. With 7
7:07
7:26 left to go here in period number 2. The Academy back on the power play. So that's going to be a hold on number 22, Zach List, as the Academy sends out Williams, Anna, and DeSantis with Chernekanair and Cook at the points on the power play. And Cook takes it all the way back into his zone. The Academy now controlling as DeSantis crosses into the zone. DeSantis feeds it back for Cook. Cook back to DeSantis. DeSantis with a shot. Rebound, score! DeSantis to Cook, and that puck was banged in at the right side of the net by Colin Anna. And the Academy with another power play goal. Good work there by DeSantis and Cook to get it to the front. Devin Selleck couldn't handle that, and Colin Anna bangs in the goal. 6:55 left to go here in period number 2, and the Academy now on top, 3-1. So that's Anna from Cook and DeSantis, or DeSantis and Cook. At 10:05. Back the other way comes South Florida. They're looking to answer here. That's Schlane. And we're going to get another whistle. And the net is off. Not sure what happened there in front to knock the net off. But the faceoff will come to the right of goaltender Tommy Aiken. 6:42 left to go here in the period as South Florida controls off the draw. This is Amaya. Amaya centering it. Pass it, shot in on goal. Rebound, and they'll score. As that rebound got away from Aiken, and they go short side on the rebound to get to within 1 at 3-1. 3-2, sorry, check that. So Nick Amaya, I believe, with the goal there. He made the initial pass, then the shot, followed up the rebound, and he bangs it past Aiken. And it is 3-2. Academy still with a lead. But 3-2 with 6:32 left to go here in the second period. Mickditch with Chernekanair and Williams out there. Chernekanair. Puck comes back to South Florida Hockey Academy. This is Yarvenpah. Yarvenpah will dump it in. Steele will chase there as the Academy will control and come back the other way. Pass up for Williams. Williams on the right side. He beats the defender. Williams moving to the net. Williams goes bar down and scores! What a goal and what a shot by Jack Williams as the Academy answers right back. And it is now 4-2. Good speed there by Williams. Used the body to get open and rifles one. Bar down on goaltender Devin Selleck to give the Academy a 2-goal lead once again. What a shot there by Jack Williams. As the kids say, OMG. Off the draw, DeSantis out there with Rinaldi and Gabbers. South Florida controlling in their own end. South Florida now looking to answer back. That puck is out of the zone. Academy's got a 2-on-1. This is Gabbers with Gordon. Check that with DeSantis. That's 14, not 16. DeSantis shoots, and Selleck makes the save. Back the other way comes the South Florida Hockey Academy. Pass, centering pass, and no shot in on goal as that went across the slot in front of Aiken. And now Varga will control for the Academy, sends it out for Gavers. Gavers chips it up for Rinaldi. And with a player going in off sides, that was DeSantis in just ahead of the play. Rinaldi will regroup and tries to hit DeSantis on the pass, but it's out of his reach, and South Florida will come back the other way. South Florida on the rush now. They will dump it in behind Aiken and around for Durasevich. Durasevich controlling there for the Academy. And South Florida controls at center. That is Klimo. Klimo gives it up for Grimmel. Grimmel centers it in front. Shot in on goal, and Aiken with the save there. As that puck gets pitchforked off his chest protector and squirts out to his left. 4:36 left to go, and the Academy on top by 2, 4-2 in this second period. Face-off coming to Aiken's left. Stapert will step in. As South Florida pushes that draw ahead, it'll come back for Durasevich. Durasevich sends it up the far side for Gordon, and now looked to be offsides, but no call as Gordon enters the zone. And Rosenthal will control now for South Florida. Comes back out to Austin Cook, and he will dump it back in the zone as he had gained the red line. And now back to Cook. He will just regroup at center ice, step up, and chip it back deep. With a 2-goal lead, the Academy is going to make the South Florida Hockey Academy work for every inch of ice. Get it deep and force them to go 200. Back the other way comes Jack Gordon for the Academy. Gordon sends it up for Gordon. Gordon 2-on-1. Gordon moving in. Gordon shoots. And Selleck with the save. Gordon rather coming in with Stapert and elected to shoot instead of pass, and Selleck made the save there as Williams will control at center ice now, and Williams coming in on the right side. Williams very dangerous from that angle, and Selleck makes a save there as Williams didn't quite get that up as high as he wanted to. Arisman now at center will dump it back in, and the Academy will clear and re-engage on the forecheck. South Florida, again in one of these stages where the Academy has a lot of energy. South Florida content just to dump it all the way down, take the icing, and get a brief respite with 3:17 left to go here in the second period, and the Academy on top 4-2. 2 goals by Williams, the goal by Rinaldi, and a goal by Colin Anna. 2 power play goals, 2 even strength goals. The Academy now, South Florida Hockey Academy that is, controlling off the draw, and they come out of the zone as Steele will chase for the Academy. Steele bodied off there on the forecheck, but still able to get it around, and the Academy will come out of the zone. This is Steele now, left-hand side. Steele looking for Miknich, who was trailing. Sends it back in deep for Steele. Williams covering at the point for Steele. As he steps into your picture there, Williams to the front of the net as Selleck goes to play it. And Chernekadair takes. Chernekadair walks down the right wing side. Chernekadair and Williams battling in the corner. Williams will come away with it. South Florida. And Chernekadair. Chernekadair has Williams. Chernekadair moving in. Waiting. Wheeling. Dealing. Nothing open. And ultimately the ref gets in the way. And now Miknich. Centering pass for Chernekadair. He shoots and off the glove of Selleck, and that puck goes wide. Comes back to the point now where DeRoche will dump it back deeper. And Chernekadair now for the Academy. Chernekadair down the slot. Chernekadair cutting to the front of the goal. And I don't think Selleck ever knew where that was, but his pads were in the right spot, and he makes the save. 1:45 left to go here in the second period. The Academy on top 4-2. And not sure what the conversation was at the bench between the referee and one of the South Kent players, but a little bit of a conversation there as Owen Williams, Jack's father, walks underneath our broadcast position. And off the draw, the Academy will continue to pressure as South Florida gains control. We'll come back to the point now. Varga with a shot. That goes off of Rinaldi He tries to bang home the puck, and that will go wide as Varga now will chip it back in. And South Florida will come out the other way. As this is Testez. Testez sends it back to the point. That goes through a mass of bodies and off the end boards, but South Kent will control there. And a breakout pass for Miknic. Miknic has Anna streaking down the middle, but unable to get it through the South Florida D. Rinaldi takes a hard hit there, but DeSantis will control. And every once in a while, these numbers are hard to see, so my apologies to any of the wrong calls I may be making. Keep in mind, I'm not watching the play live, but through a camera viewfinder while I'm shooting. South Florida not able to maintain control of the puck there. It will come up for Rinaldi. He chips it ahead for Gordon, and Rinaldi will change. Gordon sends it around for Gavers. Staper, Gavers, and Gordon out there. Now shot in, tipped by Gordon. On net, Selleck with the save. And as the South Kent bench shouts en masse for the clock to stop, we get a stoppage with 20 seconds left here, 20.2 seconds to be exact, in the middle stanza. Off the draw, Stapert not able to win that one. South Florida rims it around, but Jurasevich gets there. That'll come back now to Jurasevich, and we'll get a 2-on-1 the other way. Shot in on Aiken, and Aiken will smother and hang on. Not sure if South Florida knew how much time they had left there. He had a little more time than he thought. He rushed the shot, but Aiken able to body that one off and hang on for the stoppage with just 2.8 seconds left here in the middle stanza. Which one leads one to question, if George Costanza was a middle child, would he be a middle stanza? You want some bad jokes, folks? I got them. And the face-off is coming outside the zone. Wondering if that's because the D came down on the fracas in front of the net. Otherwise, not sure what that would be for. That would be about the only reason I could think of. Off the draw. And that will do it here for period number 2. So scoring aplenty as South Kent gets 3, South Florida gets 2. And the referee wants to have a conversation with a couple players here at the end of the period. Victor Chinekanair being summoned, along with 2 of the South Florida Hockey Academy players. Quite honestly, this game has not been that chippy and not that out of control, and I hesitate to call this an overreaction by the officials, but seems to be a bit of an overreaction. Yesterday's game was far dirtier and far chippier, and I'm not sure this quite merits this kind of conversation, but the referee feels the need to have it anyway. Probably sending a message to be delivered into the locker rooms. I don't think this has to do with the individual players meeting with the official. But he's probably telling them to play the whistle. The goalie has the puck, and you hear the whistle, stay off the goalie. Once the whistle blows, skate away. I'm telling you one more time, if you don't, we're going to send somebody to the penalty box. And as he ends that conversation with the words, "I'm not kidding." So I'm not kidding either. That's the end of the second period, and the Academy, with a 2-goal lead, will head to the third period, and we will be back with third period action in about 11 minutes. coming out of the locker room, getting set to retake the ice here at the Admiral James and Sybil Stockdale Arena. It's South Kent School in South Kent, Connecticut on this beautiful fall Sunday afternoon. Not quite officially fall yet, but it is definitely in the air. The Academy on top by a score of 4-2. Did have a chance to take a look at the score sheet, and that second goal was credited to Austin Cook, so not sure whether that scoring will be changed or not, and not 100% sure that Williams tipped it. But Cook getting credit for that goal, so he gets his first tally of the season, I believe. Don't quote me on that. This is not the National Hockey League. We don't have all the stats quite available to us. We do get them from game to game, but I believe that's his first goal of the season. So that second goal, Cook gets credit for. And the two South Florida Hockey Academy goals were scored by number 7, Thaddeus Drimmel, and apparently there was an error on the score sheet as they credited that second goal to Tyler Rivera, but he is in fact a scratch for South Florida. So it looks like they mixed up 26 and 27 there, and Nick Amaya got the goal for South Florida Hockey Academy as the two teams get warmed up and stretched out. So just to recap the scoring again, Will Rinaldi got it started for the Academy. That goal was followed up by the aforementioned shot from the point by Austin Cook. Then Colin Anna chipped in a power play goal. And then finally Jack Williams streaking down the right side. A sharp angle shot, bar down on goaltender Devin Selleck. And for South Florida Hockey Academy, Thaddeus Drimmel and Nick Amaya with the goals as Scott Gainey talks to his troops here as we get ready to start the third period. And the Academy with a 2-goal lead. And we'll see how they approach this third period here. So the Academy will send out Rinaldi with DeSantis and Anna. And off the draw, DeSantis will come into the zone. They had Charlie DeRoche up on the right wing side on the face-off. DeSantis looking to spring off the rush off the draw. DeSantis now controlling for the Academy. DeSantis centers it in front. Anna with a shot. DeSantis with the rebound, and Selleck reaching back behind him with the glove. Hanging on. And here we go with the officiating. They are not content just to skate through this one without getting their money's worth. And I don't know whether we have one or two. Looks like we're going to have two. So we'll have a set of matching minors. Colin Anna and Zach List will both go for roughing, with 16:39 left to go here in the third period, and teams will skate 5-on-5. Off the draw, DeSantis out there as Gavers comes off the bench to replace Anna on this line. South Florida Hockey Academy coming out of the zone as Varga is not able to keep the puck at the point there. Nice back check by Gavers to intercept the centering pass and prevent a scoring chance. And Rinaldi now will come out of the zone for the Academy. Rinaldi up the left wing side. Rinaldi feeds it for Gavers. Gavers not able to get the handle on that. And Rinaldi bodied off there as he gets a pass off to the far side for DeRoche. DeRoche backhands it to the middle, picked off there by South Florida, and they will send it all the way down. Not sure why that's not an icing as we are playing 5-on-5, perhaps off a South Kent stick. Certainly not sure anybody could have played it, and we'll go tit for tat with icing, 2 icings waved each way. Jurasevich keeps it in at the point, sends it behind the net. And Justin Gordon there. Now, Jake Stapert. Stapert. Jack Gordon. Gordon knocked down there. Stapert. Gordon and Stapert are out there now. Jurasevich at the point, sends it around for Jack Gordon. Gordon and Gordon. Now back to Jurasevich. Jurasevich with a shot. That's blocked out in front. Gordon will send it wide. Now Stapert will kick it back to the point, and not quite hard enough to get to Jurasevich, and South Florida will come the other way. South Florida dumping it in, and Austin Cook will chase there for the Academy. Jurasevich now. Feeds up side. And Stapert not able to corral the breakout pass there, but he knocks one down and comes back into the South Florida zone. Stapert with a shot on goal. And Sullick will tip that up into his own glove. We'll get a stoppage here. Academy up 4-2 with 14:54 left to go here in the third period. Off the draw. Puck will come back to Arisman at the point. Arisman with a shot. That's blocked out in front. And South Florida looking to spring Michael Klimo. And again, the officials want to call a bunch of penalties, but don't want to call any icings apparently. I guess they're saying that South Kent could have played that rather than cover the player the pass was intended for. That's Miknich sending it for Chinek and Era. That'll go in on net. Sullick will hang on to that one. And the matching minors are over to Anna and List, and they will come out of the box as DeSantis, Rinaldi, and Rinaldi are out there now. DeRoche at the point takes the pass from Rinaldi. Puck now back for Charlie DeRoche. DeRoche with a shot. That is deflected by Rinaldi up and over the net. Puck out in front now. Not sure where it is. Neither is Devin Sullick. And the referee yelling loose before Sullick finally realizes it's right in front of him. And he will stop and hang on. We'll get a stoppage here with 13:55 left to go in the third period. The Academy on top 4-2. DeSantis out there with Gordon and Gordon. South Florida coming out of the zone. And a nice hit there as South Florida looks to center it, but nobody home except for Nick DeSantis, and he'll chip it around Manico, and DeSantis will come with a dangle. DeSantis backhands. Oh, and what a save by Sullick as DeSantis with a couple of great moves to get wide open in front of the net. And what a save there by Devin Sullick. A shot in on goal, and Aiken will smother and hang on. No rebound there. A glorious opportunity for Nick DeSantis as he undressed two South Florida players. One here at the defensive blue line and one just at the top of the circle. And with 13:19 left to go here in period number 3, it remains 4-2, but DeSantis sure tried to get that lead to a 3-goal lead with some great hands there. Puck now is sent up all the way down, and that will get deflected in on goaltender Devin Sullick. And he will just hang on with 13:12 left to go. And the face-off coming to Sullick's right. Off the draw, Justin Gordon chips it forward, but unable to win the race to the puck. And South Florida will come back the other way. Austin Cook there. Austin Cook comes around the corner, that hits a body in front, never got in on Aiken. And South Kent will come back the other way. Justin Gordon now streaking down the left wing side. Gordon coming in. Gordon looking for Stapert. Stapert fires. And Sullick made the save. Gordon coming around on the wraparound. Not quite enough patience to get all the way out in front of the net and slam the puck into the side of the net. I think Gordon would like to have that one back there as he had a little more time than he thought. Back the other way comes South Florida. And Durasevich now will dump it in deep for the Academy. Academy up by 2, 4-2. Glad you're with us here from South Kent, Connecticut, as South Florida comes back the other way. This is Thaddeus Grimmel. Grimmel turns the puck over there. And Arisman will bang that out of the zone all the way down for an icing. And we'll get a stoppage in play with 12:12 remaining here in period number 3. Face off to the right of Aiken as Chinek steps in. Chinek out there with Miknich and Williams. Williams badly cheating on that face-off. Referees want to worry about something. They should worry about the boys lining up in the right positions, because both sides encroaching on the faceoff dot there. And back the other way comes South Florida. This is Klimo. Klimo gains the blue line, turns the puck over there, and Miknich will control and dish it back for Steele. Steele sends it over near side for Arisman. Arisman, just at the red line, sends it deep in the zone. That goes off South Florida. And Williams there will chip it off the boards. Not able to connect. And South Florida will come back out of the zone. As that is Harkemo. Williams now. That puck goes off a couple sticks and all the way down. And now DeSantis moves in. DeSantis wide fires and scores! Nick DeSantis, that time, not relying on the finesse, but just raw power as he blows it past netminder Devin Selleck, and the Academy now up by a score of 5-2. So DeSantis with an earlier chance where he used his silky smooth hands to try and undress goaltender Devin Selleck, and not able to score there, but on this occasion rather, he just elects to wind up and fire. And with 11:02 left to go here in the third period, the Academy on top 5-2. And off the draw, that shot goes way wide of Aiken. And the puck will go in behind goaltender Devin Selleck. Actually, check that. That is not Selleck. I don't know if they just made a goaltending change, but now in goal is goaltender Thomas Horak. Thomas Horak in net for, I believe they made a goaltending change after that goal, but not 100% certain on that. We'll have to keep tabs up here. .37. Left to go here in the third period. The Academy with a 3-goal lead. Durasevich dumps it deep. Stapert and Justin Gordon in the corner battling. Gordon will come away with the puck. He's looking for Jack Gordon in the middle, but elects to dish to Stapert. Back for Gordon. Gordon walking in. Gordon shoots, and that goes off the shoulder of Horak. Back to the point now to Durasevich. Durasevich will shoot that through traffic and wide. Gordon picks off the clearing attempt there. But South Florida able to knock it out of the zone, and Gordon will regroup inside his own blue line. Gordon now winding up and coming through center. Gordon with a centering pass. Nobody there looking for Stapert cutting to the net. And Austin Cook will pick that pass off. He winds it, fires, and that shot goes wide to the left of the net. And that puck will go all the way down for icing with 9:40 left here in period number 3, and the Academy with a 3-goal lead. Goals by Rinaldi, Cook, Anna, Williams, and DeSantis. So again, the hallmark of this team so far has been balanced scoring. There have been points all over the score sheet, and in most games we're seeing contributions from a variety of players. In this game we have 5 different goal scorers against a very challenging U16 South Florida Hockey Academy squad. So you've got to say that Coach Scott Gainey at the very least is pleased with the balanced scoring he's getting from a variety of different sources. And you got to commend Coach Gainey also for pushing some of the right buttons with these line combinations. Williams now controlling for the Academy. Williams, Miknich, and comes back to the point now to Arisman. Arisman fires that one just wide. And South Florida having trouble getting anything going here, but we'll see if they come out of the zone. And the Academy just a step quicker on just about every play as that puck is shot around. And it's shot in on goal, and Thomas Horak with a nice glove save there. And he'll hang on. 8:51 left to go here in period number 3 in the Academy with a 3-goal lead. DeSantis stepping in. He's out there with Silverstein and Gavers. South Florida off the rush, moving in over the zone line. Gavers back checking. Gavers hasn't done much offensively in this game, but he's been pivotal on a few occasions defensively with hard, effective back checks, picking off a centering pass earlier and back checking hard there. And now Gavers on cue coming in. Gavers backhands. Oh, and what a save by goaltender Thomas Horek. I thought I was going to be prophetic on that one with Gavers contributing offensively after his strong defensive contributions today. And he was going to score on that breakaway, but credit Thomas Horek with the nice glove save there as we get close to the 8-minute mark here in the third period. That play is offsides, and South Kent will go back and retrieve as Charlie DeRoche sends it out of the zone. Not really sure that was intended for anybody, but giving the Academy time to complete a line change. South Florida will dump it deep. Aiken will set that up for Varga. Varga over for Cook. Cook bodied there, chips it around, comes up the right wing side. As Gordon puts a body on there and separates the puck. And the Academy will come out of the zone. This is Justin Gordon. Gordon now. Gordon with a backhand. That shot goes wide. And centering pass there is picked off. And some daylight for South Florida as they go in and Aiken with a pad stop. And another puck right in front of Aiken. No save there. It'll go right through the crease as he'll watch it go into the far side corner. Coming back around now. South Florida controls and they go backdoor. And Aiken gets across with the left pad. And a tremendous save there by Tommy Aiken as he keeps the margin at 3. South Kent leading 5-2 with 6:58 left to go here in the third period. Aiken beat on a backdoor goal earlier on a pass across, this time getting that pad out there and making a huge save for the 15s. That away kid. Chinook and Air along the left wing side. And Miknich now. Miknich with Williams. Miknich looking for Williams. Miknich centers it. Williams had skated past the goal line there, body to the end boards, so nobody home. And Arisman there as that puck is centered and on goal. Not sure if that went in on Aiken or not. Puck squirts out in front. Aiken will cover and hang on with 6:24 remaining here in period number 3, and the Academy on top 5-2. A solid effort from this team in this game. Good goaltending, good defense, great back checking, and a diverse and spread out offense that's seen 5 different goal scorers have the Academy jump out to a 3-goal lead. South Florida moving in, and Aiken with another stop there as that puck is chipped in on net through traffic. And another face-off to his left. As DeSantis will step in on the draw against Lassick. And DeSantis wins that. South Kent will set up behind Aiken, and they will come out of the zone as this is Anna leaving for DeSantis. DeSantis up the left wing side. DeSantis cutting to the middle. Nick DeSantis with that 5th goal, a blistering slap shot past goaltender. I still believe that was Devin Selleck. I believe they made the goaltending change after the 5th goal, but other things more obvious have gotten past me before. So, but nice goal there by DeSantis. And here comes Lassick. Lassick in on a partial break. Lassick with a shot, and that shot goes wide. And DeSantis back the other way. DeSantis moving in. Centering pass for Rinaldi. That's just out of his reach. And Cook will step in. Cook, and we got a penalty there. We're going to get an interference call. And it looks like that's going to go against Will Rinaldi. Not sure I agree with that. That looked like 2 players battling hard for the puck. And wouldn't say this has been the greatest of games for the officials. So it's a pretty soft call there. players in front of the South Florida Academy bench. This is Lassick. Check that. Schlane, not Lassick. Puck will come back out of the zone now. South Florida maintaining possession. As Jokinen and now Schlane. Jokinen and Schlane in the corner on the power play with Amaya. Manico at the point. And that was a good passing play there as South Florida gets a power play goal. Just 38 seconds into that penalty on Rinaldi. With 4:44 left to go here, and it's a 2-goal hockey game. Williams now. Williams moving over the blue line. Williams looking for Miknich, but elects to go back to DeRoche. DeRoche fires. That knocked down by Horick, and Horick will dive and cover. 4:27 left to go. And the Academy still up by 2 goals. But South Florida creeping within 1 on that power play goal, with Rinaldi off for interference. And now Miknich, Williams, and Cherneck-and-Air out there for the Academy with DeRoche and Varga at the points. Williams chips it forward off the draw. And the Academy controlling. Varga. So we got a hand pass there. Or the puck deflected into the bench, actually. Went off a glove. Then with just over 4 minutes to go here in period 3, and the Academy with a 2-goal lead. Aiken having a discussion with Williams as Cherneck-and-Air steps in on the draw. And Arisman will send it around for Steele. Steele sends it up the left wing side. And Miknich now for the Academy. He's over there. Schlane takes a shot. That's blocked by Williams. Miknich has trouble handling it. That shot in on goal. Aiken makes the save, and it's shoveled back into him by Steele, and Aiken alertly covers up. 3.5 left to go here in the third period. So the Academy with a little bit of trouble getting out of their zone there. South Florida with a chance. As DeSantis comes out for the Academy. They'll step in on the draw and win it. Back to Cook. Cook bounces it high off the glass, and that comes out of the zone. And the Academy will have a 3-out. Comes up the right wing side for Rinaldi. Rinaldi takes a hard hit, but then regathers himself and gets the puck deep in the zone. South Florida. And DeSantis will pressure Manico there. Rinaldi on Manico. And Manico coming up the right wing side. Manico with a pass up for Drimmel. Drimmel back for Manico. That puck behind everybody. And the Academy coming back with numbers 3-on-2 if they hurry. Rinaldi with a shot. Saved by Horick. Rebound. Another save by Horick. And he will hang on. 2:46 left to go here in the third period. And the face-off coming to the left of goaltender Thomas Horick. Jake Stapert wins the draw. Back to the point now to Varga. He's pressured, so he elects the safe play to dump it deeper into the zone. Staper now, hooked and held, no call. Curious penalties in this game. That interference on Rinaldi that was called earlier was questionable, but Staper just absolutely mauled there with a loose arm and no call. South Florida coming out of the zone. DeRoche grabs a loose puck, and he'll just dump it back in with 2:15 to go. This is Schlein coming through the middle. Schlein moving in, and Aiken will cover up and hang on as Shane loses control of that puck. Schlein, that is. 2:05 left to go here in this first of two today from the Admiral James and Sybil Stockdale Arena at the campus of South Kent School in South Kent, Connecticut. And we're going to get a timeout here by South Florida Hockey Academy as they'll get an in-zone face-off with 2:05 left to go. So to recap the scoring for you, Will Rinaldi got it started just 26 seconds in. That goal was followed up by Austin Cook with a blistering slap shot from the point. Colin Anna then chipped in a power play goal off a nice passing play between DeSantis and Cook that saw DeSantis get a shot in on goal and Anna clean it up for the third goal of the hockey game. The fourth goal was scored by Jack Williams as Jack broke down the right wing side, beat a defender, and fired a blistering laser bar down, beating goaltender Devin Selleck top shelf. And then finally Nick DeSantis, who had an earlier breakaway attempt thwarted as he undressed two South Florida players, one forward, one defenseman, to get in on goal. Had a later breakaway, and that time he elected to use raw power, ripped a slap shot right up and over goaltender Devin Selleck, and that was the end of the morning for goaltender Selleck. Thomas Horick has come in, and I do not believe he's given up a goal yet here in the third period. And so, timeout coming to an end here, and teams returning to play. Face-off will be to the left of Aiken. And Jokinen out there with Schlein and Testaz. Off the draw. Jokinen not able to win the draw, but Schlein gets the corner puck, comes to the point, that is blocked there, and comes outside the zone. That'll be a delayed offside, and Varga. And we're going to get a penalty here, way away from the play, as Tyler Silverstein's going to go for interference. So again, the referee's board trying to make this a hockey game. With 1:52 left to play as Jokinen will step in. And South Florida will pull their goalie, so they'll have a 6-on-4 opportunity here with an empty net at the far end. Off the draw, DeRoche will control, and he'll fire it out. And that puck is rolling, curving. Could it be? No. Good play there by Charlie DeRoche. Takes the safe route off the boards, but put enough English on it to almost hook it into the net. At the left wing side, that's Varga. Sends it up for Miknich, and he fires it dead center. And Miknich with the shorthanded empty net goal should put it away for South Kent. As with 1:32 remaining, they take a 6-3 lead. Off the draw. The Academy will send it to center ice. Sorry, a lot of scoreboard updating to do there with the penalty, the clock, and the goal. South Florida Hockey Academy back into the zone and losing control there, and that puck will get iced all the way down. They still they have put goaltender Thomas Horick back in net. So 6-3 as we enter the final minute to play here in the third period. And that puck will be iced all the way down with 49 seconds left here to go in the period. Game clock a little off from my scoreboard here, but Whining, fire it, And that shot goes high and overrated as it's deflected out high by a South Kent forward. Off the wall, South Florida looking to center. That handled nicely there by Austin Cook, it looks like. And Williams will come out. Williams sends it up for DeSantis. DeSantis back for Williams. Williams and DeSantis each with goals in this hockey game. Miknich with that empty net goal becomes the 6th different goal scorer that the Academy's had in this game as we enter the final 10 seconds of play here. Schlane coming in for South Florida. Schlane moving in. Schlane cutting to the front, but Williams is there. And the buzzer will sound, and South Kent will earn a solid victory here over the U16 team from South Florida Hockey Academy by a final score of 6-3. Aiken getting the win as his teammates go back to congratulate him. 6 different goal scorers for the Academy: Will Rinaldi, Austin Cook, Colin Anna, Jack Williams, Nick DeSantis, and Ryan Miknich in the 6-3 win as the teams will shake hands at center ice. And of course the Academy will play the Hamden Youth Hockey Dragons this afternoon, a rematch of yesterday's 11-0 victory as the teams shake hands. And South Florida with 3 losses in their 3 games here, but certainly a much more competitive contest today against the South Kent U15 team as South Kent improves to 4-0 on the season. So that's going to do it for us here from the Admiral James and Sybil Stockdale Arena. And we will see you back here later this afternoon as the Academy gets their 4th win of the season, and they'll take on the Hamden Dragons this afternoon. So once again, the final score for the final time is Selects Academy 6, South Florida Hockey Academy 3. And that'll do it from the Admiral James and Sybil Stockdale Arena this afternoon. We'll see you this afternoon, everybody.